Hey, Lakers fans, let's dive right into the latest updates and developments for our team. Lately, there's been a clear shift toward embracing the youth movement, giving more opportunities to the younger guys and letting them really show what they can do. Players like Adu Theorov, Chris Menayon, and Nick Smith Jr. are finally seeing more expanded roles, and it's an exciting time to see how far these guys can push themselves. The Lakers are at a point where they have to consider not just immediate production, but also long-term growth. And giving young athletes the chance to play meaningful minutes is a crucial part of that strategy. For example, Chris Menayon is limited by his two-way contract, so the team has to be smart about how much he's on the floor. Meanwhile, someone like Kobe Buffkin is lighting it up in the G League, and the argument can be made that the Lakers might be better off bringing him onto a two-way deal instead of holding onto a player who isn't contributing right now. If Buffkin continues performing at this high level, there's no doubt teams would be eager to pick him up, so securing him could provide some stability and flexibility for the roster moving forward. At the same time, the Lakers are constantly evaluating trades to improve their roster. The ideal scenario is finding a combination of higher-tier talent along with multiple secondary contributors to create depth and versatility. The team doesn't have endless assets to throw around, so it's about making smart moves that maximize the return while keeping future potential in mind. One approach could involve consolidating multiple second-tier assets into a larger trade for one or two impactful players who can immediately elevate the team. Think about the Brooklyn Nets strategy, for example, where a first-round pick might net 4 players who can contribute in different ways. Acquiring a mix of young talent who are already in the system or on the radar can be extremely valuable, especially when it comes to securing players that are likely to stick around instead of chasing free agents who may leave after a short stint. Speaking of free agents, the Lakers are in an interesting position. Many of the players available right now are nearing the end of their contracts and will be free agents in the upcoming offseason. That includes players like Io Dumu, Haywood Highsmith, Cam Thomas, and Keon Ellis, among others. While it's possible to wait and sign these players once the offseason begins, trading for them now offers some advantages. You get a better sense of their fit within the roster, and some of them come with rights that make retaining them easier. Essentially, the Lakers could bring in secondary contributors who fill immediate needs while maintaining the option to build around them long-term. This strategy also ensures that players get meaningful roles and minutes instead of sitting on the bench, which is critical for their development. There's also the potential for more aggressive moves targeting top-tier talent. A trade for a player like Andrew Wiggins, for example, could open up several roster spots and allow the Lakers to bring in another high-level player while keeping the younger guys in rotation. Pairing a Wiggins acquisition with another impactful player, perhaps someone to strengthen the center rotation, could provide both immediate production and maintain flexibility for the rest of the roster. Even with veteran stars in the lineup, integrating young, athletic guards like Chris Menayon, Nick Smith Jr., and Kobe Buffkin gives the Lakers a foundation of youth, speed, and energy that can make a significant difference throughout the season. The key is balancing experience with athleticism, ensuring that the team can be competitive now while still developing the next generation of contributors. Another aspect to consider is how these young players translate to playoff success. Even if they show inconsistency during the regular season, having players like Buffkin, Menayon, and Smith Jr. who are gaining NBA minutes and learning how to handle the game at the highest level is invaluable. Regular season development allows the Lakers to better gauge who is ready for bigger responsibilities when it matters most. By the time the postseason arrives, the rotation typically tightens to 8 or 9 players, but having several young guys who have proven they can contribute gives the team more flexibility and options. For instance, if someone like Nick Smith Jr. struggles under playoff pressure, there are still options with Buffkin, Menayon, and others who can step in without compromising the team's overall effectiveness. It's also about preparing for the future financially and strategically. Many of these young players are available at reasonable contracts, making it possible to sign or retain high-potential talent while still keeping cap space available for high-end acquisitions. By locking in players like Menayon or Buffkin on multi-year deals, the Lakers could develop them over time without paying exorbitant amounts, leaving room to bring in players who immediately elevate the top of the rotation. The strategy here is twofold. Build a strong foundation of young, versatile athletes and simultaneously target top-tier contributors who can make a significant impact in key roles. The combination of athleticism, youth, and experience allows the team to navigate the challenges of the season while also creating a sustainable path for future success. The emphasis on giving these young players NBA minutes cannot be overstated. Watching video or training can only take a player so far. At some point, you have to remove the training wheels and let them face the pressure, the intensity, and the unpredictability of live NBA competition. This is how stars are forged and how teams build depth. Teams like the Spurs have demonstrated the value of letting rookies play without fear, and it's a model that could greatly benefit the Lakers if implemented correctly. Players like Dylan Harper in other systems have thrived simply by being given the opportunity, and the Lakers have a similar chance with their own young athletes. The key is trusting them enough to play through mistakes and letting them learn on the court rather than in theory. Ultimately, the Lakers are at a crossroads between balancing the current roster's immediate needs and investing in long-term growth. They have options to trade for top-tier talent, integrate young athletic players into meaningful roles, and structure contracts to maximize flexibility and development. Whether it's targeting a player like Andrew Wiggins, bringing in rotation-level contributors like Nick Claxton, or letting Chris Menai, Nick Smith Jr., and Kobe Buffkin gain experience, the strategy is about finding the right mix of talent, youth, and athleticism. With careful management, the Lakers can navigate the regular season effectively, maintain competitive flexibility, and simultaneously build a foundation that positions them well for the future. By giving the young guys meaningful minutes, integrating high-level talent where possible, and balancing contracts strategically, the team is creating a model where development, competitiveness, and long-term planning align. This approach ensures that both immediate performance and future potential are accounted for, and it allows the Lakers to be proactive in shaping their roster rather than reactive. Continuing with the Lakers strategy, it's important to understand that the real challenge isn't just about assembling talent. It's about blending it effectively. When you bring in young, athletic players like Chris Menai, Nick Smith Jr., and Kobe Buffkin, it's not only their individual skills that matter, but how they fit into the system and complement the veterans. Players like LeBron James and Austin Reeves already set a high standard for leadership and execution. So integrating young guards who can bring energy, speed, and defensive versatility allows the Lakers to extend the influence of their stars. The goal is to create a team where youth and experience coexist, where athleticism can cover for the inevitable lapses and mistakes that come with developing players, and where veterans can focus on leading without having to carry the team entirely on their shoulders. The Lakers' depth has become an increasingly critical factor as the season progresses. With the regular season's grind, injuries, and load management, having players ready to step in and maintain a high level of performance is crucial. Take Adu Theo-Ruff, for instance. While currently sidelined due to injury, his eventual return is expected to provide an added spark off the bench or even in the starting lineup, depending on matchups. This highlights a broader philosophy. Investing in young players isn't just a gamble on potential. It's a way to safeguard the team against the wear and tear of an 82-game schedule while also preparing for a deep playoff run. By the time the postseason arrives, the Lakers need a rotation where every player knows their role, understands their minutes, and can deliver under pressure. That experience is best gained during the regular season, which is why playing young athletes consistently, even if it risks short-term inconsistency, ultimately strengthens the team's foundation. Another layer of the Lakers' approach involves balancing trades, acquisitions, and financial flexibility. The team has options to bring in high-impact players via trades while maintaining room for future free agent signings. For example, acquiring someone like Andrew Wiggins or Atari could elevate the starting lineup, while still leaving opportunities for developing young talent. Similarly, trading for rotational players with potential allows the Lakers to evaluate fit and contribution before committing long-term. This creates a system where the front office can actively shape the roster without overcommitting to players who may not align with the team's long-term goals. It's a delicate balancing act, maximizing the immediate impact of top-tier talent while also nurturing the development of players who could become key contributors in the future. The role of two-way contract cannot be underestimated in this strategy. Players like Kobe Buffkin or Chris Menayon on two-way deals offer both flexibility and insurance. They allow the Lakers to maintain roster balance, give young athletes meaningful NBA experience, and evaluate performance in real time. This approach also provides a mechanism to adjust quickly if a player underperforms or if injuries necessitate roster changes. Two-way contracts bridge the gap between development and production, enabling the team to experiment without significant risk while still cultivating a pipeline of talent that could become vital down the line. In essence, these players serve as both an immediate resource and a long-term investment, highlighting the strategic foresight the Lakers are employing. The focus on athleticism is particularly noteworthy. Having guards and wings who can attack off the dribble, switch defensively, and move dynamically on both ends of the floor adds a layer of versatility that the Lakers have been missing in recent seasons. Players like Menayon, Smith Jr., and Buffkin bring this explosiveness, which not only energizes the lineup, but also opens up options for veterans. For instance, having multiple guards capable of defending and scoring allows Reeves and James to conserve energy or focus on crucial possessions rather than playing every minute of every quarter. This distribution of effort is vital over the course of a long season and becomes even more critical in the playoffs when rotations shrink and matchups intensify. By embedding athletic, high-motor players throughout the roster, the Lakers ensure that the team remains competitive, resilient, and adaptable in a variety of game situations. There's also a strategic benefit in terms of development versus acquisition. Instead of relying exclusively on trades to bring in every contributor, the Lakers are giving young players the chance to prove themselves in meaningful minutes. This serves multiple purposes. It creates a culture of accountability, accelerates player development, and may even uncover hidden gems who could evolve into long-term building blocks. Players like Jordan Goodwin are examples of how impactful young talent can be when given the opportunity. If the Lakers can replicate that success with some of their prospects, it lessens the need to spend significant resources on external players, allowing the front office to prioritize high-tier acquisitions or strategic signings that complement rather than compete with developing talent. Another aspect to consider is the timing of trades and acquisitions relative to the season and playoffs. The Lakers have the flexibility to act at the trade deadline to strengthen their roster while also planning ahead for off-season opportunities. For instance, if they acquire a player like Andrew Wiggins mid-season, it not only improves the current roster, but also allows the team to evaluate how young players fit alongside top-tier talent. The experience gained from these matchups can inform off-season decisions, whether that's re-signing young contributors, targeting complementary free agents, or planning additional trades. This dual focus, immediate impact, and long-term planning, is essential to building a sustainable, competitive roster that balances the present with the future. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, Los Angeles Lakers fans may have a reason to get excited as whispers swirl around a potential blockbuster addition to their roster. Sources close to the organization suggest that FRANZ Wagner, the versatile forward known for his scoring touch and defensive instincts, could be heading to the Lakers, a move that would certainly shake up the dynamics of the Western Conference. Wagner, who has steadily built a reputation as one of the most promising young talents in the league, brings a rare combination of size, agility, and basketball IQ, traits that could perfectly complement the Lakers' existing core. Though details remain murky, insiders hint that the Lakers' front office has been aggressively exploring options to bolster their lineup, particularly seeking players who can provide both perimeter shooting and defensive versatility. Wagner fits that profile to A.T. Standing at over 6'8" with an impressive wingspan, he can guard multiple positions while also stretching the floor with a reliable three-point shot. His ability to seamlessly switch between roles could be exactly what the Lakers need to navigate a grueling season and make a deep playoff push. The speculation has already sparked intense debate among fans and analysts. Some argue that Wagner's style of play is tailor-made for the Lakers system, offering the type of two-way production that can ease the load on their star-studded roster. Others remain cautious, pointing out that transitions to a high-profile team like Los Angeles can be challenging for any young player, especially one expected to adapt quickly to new schemes and heightened expectations. Nevertheless, the excitement is palpable, and social media channels are buzzing with theories about how Wagner's arrival could reshape the team's offensive and defensive strategies. While official confirmation has yet to come, sources indicate that discussions are ongoing and that both parties are seriously weighing the possibilities. If Wagner does indeed join the Lakers, it could signal a new era for a franchise eager to reclaim dominance in the Western Conference. The mere prospect of such a signing has fans dreaming about highlight reel moments, clutch performances, and a reinvigorated team identity. Lakers enthusiasts will be watching closely, hoping that whispers transform into reality and that Franz Wagner's potential can shine on one of the NBA's biggest stages. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.